Hey, good morning, everybody. So, Chantel has announced season 3 of the Kuwait arc. I don't know what season 1 or 2 was, but I don't think that her telehealth appointments are really helping her very much if she's still this delulu. One interesting thing, though, is that she made it quite clear that this starts in May. So it doesn't sound like she's going back to Kuwait this week, you guys. I don't think she's anticipating the paycheck that she expected she was going to get. And so she's going to have to wait for the May paycheck. Or maybe she's just hanging around for Mother's Day for Shmi. I don't know. Maybe she's trying to, please family so they'll still be on board with like giving her money gifts and stuff like that. And I apologize, they're doing some roof repairs across the street, so it might be a little bit loud. For those of you who saw my community post yesterday, my leg collapsed again yesterday. And the thing is that I've experienced a few different things since I was bit by this dog. It was a strong impact. It caused complex regional pain syndrome in me, kind of like the take care of Maya or whatever that was. She had a severe asthma attack that affected her nervous system. I had a severe impact to the back of my left knee that also caused the same condition. And it's been riding up and down my left leg and into my lower back and my hips and my abdomen. And sometimes it even goes down my right leg. But yesterday, after I woke up, I was making some Ovaltine because I discovered that if I drink more milk, it has a lot of potassium in it, and I have developed a potassium deficiency as a result of this condition because I couldn't stop throwing up. So I was losing a lot of nutrients. And now I think I have that under control. I have another check-in today with the nurses just to check my blood pressure and see if I'm going back up a bit because I was plummeting. My blood pressure was plummeting, which is very unusual for me because I've had high blood pressure since I was in my late 20s. And they've taken me off my blood pressure medicine, and I'm still at the very low range, but we'll see how I do today. Let's see how I do. Anyway, let's look at this bullshit. So she's reintroducing us to Salah, who she thinks is the handsomest man. I think the rest of us think he's pretty gross and a deviant and a pervert, but okay. I'm still not really understanding why that seems to be a selling point for her when she gets into relationships with these guys. That she's like, I'm going to build you up. I'm going to give you a channel. I'm going to make you YouTube famous. I don't get it. My boyfriend and I, we broke up in March. But throughout the almost 2 years that we were together, there was not one moment in time where I was like, let's have some crossover and I'll build up your social media profile. No, because we do completely different things. What he does during the day is completely different from what I'm doing to do this React channel, right? And so there's no way I want to drag him into the toxic world that is React channels in Girl World. Especially if he had skeletons like that. For fuck's sake. I mean, can you imagine? And you have no control over the situation. It's one of your own fans who set him up to get all of that info on him and just put it out there on what, like Twitter or TikTok or I think it was Twitter. I don't know. I just saw the React channels get on it.
Season 3 is gonna be lit.
Season 3 is gonna be it.
So we got to sit through a lot of footage that she took in the past, right? This is when she was in Kuwait. There is no discussion. Hold up, what does it say? A married couple does stuff. Well, I should hope so. I should hope so. Okay. I should hope that a married couple does stuff, because he doesn't seem to be, when you are living there, he doesn't seem to be around, like, unless he's delivering groceries or crashing your live stream with weird ass sounds and stuff. There seems to be a lot of contentiousness between these two, and they're constantly trying to talk it through and figure it out. And it's pretty early in their marriage to have so much hostility going on. May 2024. So she is not leaving for Kuwait in April. You guys, she's not going to get enough money for that plane ticket. And who knows what the May paycheck's going to look like, because she fucked off in April too. Who the hell knows what the May paycheck is going to look like, because she seriously fucked off in April too. The majority of her strike was in April. Then she had her complete meltdown where she just stopped going live for a while. Then she had her weird meltdown announcement where she had said she was having a psychotic episode and that she was high all the time. Now she's trying to say that she's not doing that. She has gone back and forth on saying whether or not being in Canada is good for her mental health or it's bad for her mental health. I suppose that probably depends on how often she goes to visit Natter to pick up her party favors. I don't know. It seems like there's a couple of side characters who like to smoke out with her, so, or whatever, gummies, whatever it is. The last video she did was an hour and 15-minute drive to pick up cheese curds, saying that she had nothing else to eat. Nobody believes that, Chantal. Nobody believes you skipped breakfast. Nobody believes you didn't eat in the restaurant before you devoured half of the family-sized bag of cheese curds. Nobody fucking believes you, because the number one rule is Chantal lies. So, what makes you think that your content in Kuwait is going to be any better unless you're going to be like filming bombs going across the sky from Iran to Israel and back and forth? What are you thinking? What do you think's going to be better? What are you going to do together? Are you going to do some actual things with other people? Or are you going to still be a reclusive hermit at all times? Now we gotta watch both of them eat. We gotta watch both of them eat. Okay. Alright. Is that the camping trip where she stole all the water and stuff from the kids and refused to help do dishes because she said she lied about having a migraine? I just don't even know what to do with this chick. She honestly thinks, this is my opinion, this is in my humble opinion, she thinks that standing next to Salah makes her look smaller because he's tall. He's a tall dude. He's a tall dude with a weird fetish that's perverted. He wants to shit on Western women and the cross and the Bible. He has great fantasies. And he wants to bark like a dog, but he can't even get that right. Woof, woof.
Hello guys, long time no see. I hope you are all doing well. I just want to say that how excited I am doing videos again with my beautiful wife Chantal. There are still so many things we will do together and places to visit and explore, so stay tuned. Oh, I think Julie...
Oh, really? How much time you think you got left with this obese death fat? Do you think she's going to even survive the next plane ride? Or when she passes, which is inevitable because she's not taking care of her health and she's giganormous and she binges right on her channel, when she ultimately passes, Salah, are you going to pay for the oversized coffin and ship her home to her family in Canada? Or are you going to cremate her? What's going to happen here?
is excited too. Hi Julia.
Yes, you guys, you heard that right. We are back with another season of couples vlogs on the Salah and Chantal channel. The link to our couples channel is always in the description, so
That ball couldn't have been more than 5 pounds, let's be real.
please subscribe so you don't miss when our season 3 premiere comes out. So I'm excited because despite some hurdles we had to overcome together, we are stronger than ever and ready to live an exciting life together and to take you all along on some of our adventures. As Salah said, there are still many things for us to show you. We both have the same dream, to travel more and share our adventures. We loved going to Thailand together.
I'd love to see you do some water aerobics every morning in your lobby pool. 10 laps, girlfriend. 10 10 laps. I don't care if you walk them. I don't care if you go freestyle. I don't care if you do backstroke. I don't care if you do breaststroke. But you need to be doing 10 laps every morning and then taking a walk with your husband at night. You have to activate your body and eat less. And I hope that he puts locks on the refrigerator and the cabinets and portions out your food.
There is something about traveling and experiencing other cultures that has the ability to change you. If you take it all in, you learn things, you appreciate life from a whole new perspective. And going through all that with someone special whom you love.
That's so weird. He waddles just like she does. That's bizarre.
Is the best thing in the world. And we're not a perfect couple. Like I said, we had some hurdles, but we are moving on. So our goal is to travel and see more of the world and grow together.
Some hurdles. Not just one hurdle. Not just Kybella, you guys. We've had some hurdles. Okay? So the infidelity has probably happened more than once.
As individuals and also as a couple. I have some tough health hurdles I need to overcome myself in order to fully enjoy traveling though. So I will be working hard at a glow up over on my Foody Beauty channel. Try again. But don't you worry, there are many things to...
Yeah, that was so cool of you to tell us that you're going to glow up while you're on your way to buy a family-sized bag of cheese curds that you were going to down in your car. Really spot on, Chantel. Spot on. I'm going to start a glow up tomorrow. Maybe the next day. I don't know. It's not going to happen right now, because right now I'm going to drive an hour and 15 minutes to go get some cheese curds. Maybe swing by Natter's house, talk to him a little bit, still see if he can leave Dee Dee, see if he might change my mind about going back to Kuwait, right?
Show you still, and there will be new content as well. So you can expect us back in May of this year with a fresh new season of Salah and Chantal, and we really hope you enjoy our vlogs. So Salah and I both had a long discussion where we reflected back on what we learned about making couples videos and traveling as a couple. I am speaking for both of us, yes, but we both agreed that we learned some valuable insights. So here are a couple of those things. 1. We make a great team. We both are different people, but we contribute well to the life we share, and this made our trip to Thailand so much smoother and easygoing. Salah is just so calm and good with directions, and
Didn't you spend most of the time in your hotel room? Like, didn't you go out very infrequently, and he kind of had the run of the town? Because he's like, well, I'm a healthy young man, and I'm in Thailand. I'm going to go out and have some goddamn fun. You can sit here and rot.
Handling most things that would give me anxiety. I, on the other hand, am very loving and affectionate and reassuring and take care of planning the activities. And I do this also because as...
Oh, yeah, the two of you look super comfortable in that little cart, whatever it is that they call those things that they drive through Thailand. Those little small bike carts or whatever they're called.
A big woman, I like to make sure I have some control over knowing where we're going and to ensure it is okay for someone my size. But I am also a fun person to be with despite me having some physical limitations. I still push myself, and as a result, we did many things.
It's not a disability, Chantal. This is self-harm. You did this to yourself. Okay? It's not like you had some sort of injury that caused nerve damage that has put you in a position where it's reduced your mobility You literally did this to yourself. And you were even a large woman during the natter days and still dancing around the villa with Pete's. You still had mobility. You don't anymore. Now you're like, oh, I need to make sure that I can fit in the cart. I need to make sure that they can accommodate my size. Nobody is planning on accommodating somebody as large as you. And they don't have to. Because it's not normal and it's not related to a disability, Chantel.
And you can watch all of those videos on this channel. So each of us contributes well to our little team, and it makes life easier and more enjoyable. Secondly, having a couples channel is like having a lifelong school project partner, except life is now the school and you are married to your project partner. We are both different people with different ideas having to put out one video. One project.
Yeah, you should get matching tattoos while you're at it. Johnny Depp was super pleased with his. He went from having Winona forever to Wino forever. It's so stupid to do shit like this, you guys. Like, you have no idea what's going to happen to the future of your relationship, especially this early on. Especially when you met the dude on Tinder Global, especially when you got married within like a week of meeting him. By the way, have you told us where you were staying? Where were you staying before you actually got married? I know you don't want to show us any marriage papers, and I know you call it a loophole marriage. You're in Kuwait. Somebody's going to catch up to you.
Made with two minds. So you have to learn to compromise and talk ideas out and be willing to hear your partner's ideas. It takes a lot of cooperation, and sometimes it can be frustrating when your two visions don't coincide. But with good communication, you can work it out. So lastly, it is possible.
I think that means he didn't want to do the couples channel anymore. And she pushed him back into it. Well, we don't always agree, but I will always win.
To enjoy working, and in this case, that would be doing vlogs, of course. So working and feeling like you are on a vacation is indeed possible. We thought it would feel tedious, but we soon discovered that we could not have imagined being in Thailand and not sharing it in our vlogs. We actually love vlogging and making content. And the content, when you make vlogs, you have artistic license. And it's an amazing feeling to express and share a vacation in another culture through your lenses. Not everyone can travel, and not everyone wants to travel. And that's okay. There are many things that a lot of you can do that I will never be able to. That's the beauty of sharing your experiences with vlogging. And we both realized how much passion we do have to continue to make content, and inshallah, better content.
Why don't you apply for the Amazing Race? I mean, you seem to be so good at this, so worldly. Why don't you check that out? See if you get, like, if they'll make accommodations for a 500-pound woman. Maybe they'll put you and Salah in the running, and we can see you just hobble your ass into last place in the first leg.
And more meaningful content. So guys, I thank you once again for listening to us. We cannot wait to see you in May. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the first video of Season 3. Until then, we wish you well. Take care and see you soon.
Right. Thanks for watching. God, you guys. Stop telling us that you're on a health journey while binging cheese, please. Like, if you're gonna be real about this, be real about this. But, like, it's so gross to watch you fucking pork out like that. You have no table manners. Like, oh, I'm gonna share this with my friends and family. Really, after you stuffed your dirty fucking fingers all over it? Mm-hmm. No, you put it on the passenger seat and you ate it like fucking McDonald's fries on the way home. Thanks for watching. For fuck's sake. This is like the grossest couple ever. Those of us who are critiquing it, watching it, are doing it simply out of morbid curiosity at this point, because we just want to see how it ends, because we know it's going to end pretty soon.
Our national parks are symbols.
All right, so there's that. I think there is another interesting clip that I'd like to show you. Give me a second. Okay, well, I couldn't find the video that I watched earlier this morning, and I can't remember the name of the content creator, but somebody put out there that there was recently, and I don't know how true this is. As of April 18th, the Kuwaiti government was going to start cracking down on people who were trying to illicitly raise money during Ramadan. And they were not legitimate charities, right? So there's a lot of questions of, does that apply to her if she was in Canada at the time? It might, but her situation is so complicated because she's been visa hopping, right? So technically she doesn't live in Kuwait, she's visiting. And she leaves every 3 months to go somewhere else. But anyway, if anybody wants to dive into that, I have to start getting ready for my follow-up appointment. But I'll give you the last Dank Fupa video that was posted.
This is a very good product. Don't.
Okay, here we go.
Corner of Cornwall beneath the neon glow stands a Burger King where tales of cringe unfold. I'm just a worker slinging Nashville chicken all day, but one encounter left me feeling some kind of way. Oh, those Nashville chicken sandwiches, dripping with spice, served with a side of regret. The balls that pay me the price, the way I gave songs, thought I was slick. Well, the key that she could barely finish. She sauntered in with strut like she owned the place.
It's kind of amazing that she can tell us stories like this about how the Burger King dude must have had a crush on her, and that's why he gave her extra sauces, while at the same time trying to be like, I'm a serious person now, and I'm gonna have a serious channel, and we're gonna do fun things as a couple. But this is the kind of shit that comes to her mind that she wants to tell her followers, right? Of these ridiculous stories that probably never happened.
Thinking we were flirting, putting on a disturbing face. But in the heat of the kitchen, grease on my brow, all I wanted was to serve and not take a vow. Oh, those Nashville chicken sandwiches, dripping with spice, served with a side of regret. Your loves me paid the price. The way I gave sauce, I thought I was snipping. But Kia, she could barely fit in. On the counter, I'm just trying to survive. But she took my kindness as a romantic vibe. Now every time she struts by, I cringe inside. For that extra sauce turned into an opera ride. Nashville chicken sandwiches, dripping with spice, served with a side of regret. Your boss would pay the price. The way I gave sauce, I thought I was smitten. But Kia, she could barely fit in. So if you come to Burger King and come all's right, remember she sandwiches, none of the first sight. And spare a thought for this world, we're stuck in the fast glow. Dreaming of the day I would come on and make a lot more dough.
Well, thank you for that, Dank Fupa. I will share your link. Just a couple of corrections. I think the Nashies were actually supposed to be at, like, that place she goes to in Canada that's like Tom Hortons or something like that. I think it's supposed to be similar to Burger King. I think this is kind of a mishmash of a few different stories that she's told, which is fine. Because it is that comical. The shit that comes out of her mouth and the shit that goes into her mouth is just weird and gross and disgusting. Anyway, that's your update for now. She'll probably go live later because she's probably excited that she gets paid tomorrow.